welcome to day 10 of Vlogmas. It's nearly 10 o'clock and the shop is all set up and ready and open. I had a nice walk this morning with Jenny and a chat with Bex on the phone. I haven't spoken for a little while, so it was nice to have a catch up. And today, who knows what the day will bring? I need to consult my list, don't I? You know I love my list. Emoji challenge. This is a record, not like any other record. It's all about facial exercises. I did show this once in one of my vlogs. Look. See what you can do with the emojis. 10 o'clock. It's not been especially busy. It's been sort of steady with browsers, but they've not spent a lot of money. So, but I've been just getting on with loads of jobs, answering messages, bits of paperwork, all that sort of thing. It all just builds up if you're not careful. So I've been doing that. I just saw on Instagram that Emma, she sells seashells, had done a lateral flow test ready for the weekend meetup in Hitchin, a reseller meetup. And I was just like, oh, wish I could have gone, but you know, I can't. It's a Saturday before Christmas. I can't do that. But yeah, gutted really that I'm missing out. Never mind, it's always another day. Funny day today. It's been quite sort of steady-ish, but just all little sales. It's just people choosing the felt decorations off the tree, basically. So it takes them ages to choose. And then it's just a little sale when they come to the counter. Oh, it's really cold. I'm standing over my heater today. I've just got this oil-filled radiator thing. But when it's really cold, whoa. So I've just made myself another cup of tea. It's about 3:30. I can't remember if I said that. And there's not much going on that I can vlog about today. I'm sorry, it's a bit of a dull one. But I think I'll catch up with you in a bit when I open my advent calendar. I don't think it's going to be clear, but the moon looks so spectacular tonight. Oh, it's about 5:15, something like that. And I'm just, cold to the bone today. I don't know why some days, I mean, the sky's really clear. So maybe it is really cold, I don't know, but whew, it just got colder and colder as the day went on. I've still got my gloves on, I can't bear to take them off yet. I just thought we'd have a look. What's in the advent calendar? Last night I did my blood pressure, and Jeanette helped me because she's a nurse, so she helped me with that, and I did video it a bit, so I'm gonna tag that on so you can see. I thought it might be useful for other people who need to do their blood pressure, for a nurse to talk them through. And then after that I went and watched, I put on a Christmas film. It was called Click and Collect, but to be honest I couldn't get into it. I like a cheesy film, but I just wasn't feeling that one. Wasn't entertaining me. It was just making me feel a bit cringy. So I didn't end up watching that. So I'm gonna have a look for something else tonight, but I did get a couple of suggestions in my comments for Christmas films. So if I can find either of those, I'll watch one of those. Right, what day is it? Let's have a look at my list and then I'll know what day it is. 10th. It's the 10th, number 10. Oh, it's a long thin one. 10. Any kind of, on the side there. What does it say? Joy to your handy. Oh no, maybe that's hands. I thought it said handy, but I think that might just be an S. Elongated. Should we see? Should we see? Should we see? Should we see? Pray Beauty. Ageless hand cream. I mean, does cream age? Or is that to make your hands ageless? 10% macadamia oil. Soothes, softens and shields. Ageless hand cream. It seems a strange title. Ageless hand cream. But it's hand cream, all the same. And it's a nice little pocket size. Don't use an awful lot of hand cream. I know some people are obsessed with putting hand cream on, but I don't know, I'm always busy with my hands, and so you put hand cream on and then you're like, oh, I can't touch anything because I've just put hand cream on. So yeah, don't tend to, the only time I tend to put hand cream on is just before I go to sleep at night, if I remember, which isn't always. Right, I'm going to round up, I think. I thought there was something else I was going to say to you. I had a lady come in today, and she'd asked me via Facebook what my best price would be for a particular item, and I'd got back to her and told her my best price, and then she came in today and she said, oh, I did ask you online, and I was thinking, I can't remember what I said, and I don't write these things down, what I've offered people. So she said, oh, what would be your best price? And I had a quick look on her messages, through messages, and I couldn't find it because I didn't know what her name was. And I went, and then I just had to go with my gut feeling what my best price would be for this item. After she'd gone, I looked back through all my messages and I'd quoted exactly the same price. So hurrah for me for being consistent, because it doesn't happen very often. Right, look after yourselves, enjoy a cheesy film, and I will see you tomorrow. Hopefully I'll be feeling all excited about Christmas again. How's your day been? Did you miss me? Did you miss me? And how's the excitement levels for Vlogmas then? You're too close. Too close. Say hello to your fans. Say hello to your fans. You just don't care, do you? Oh, rolling over. Say see you tomorrow.
Normally the home ones are battery operated, so you need to check if it needs calibrating. Calibrating. Oh god, yeah. So it needs to check if it needs calibrating, and then if it doesn't, next you need to pop it on your arm. I'll show you how. And you need to take 3 recordings. Disregard the first 2 recordings, and take the 3rd recording, being the one to write down. Yeah. You also need a pillow, and you need to sit down and do it. So you need your arm like out. Now they don't do it in the doctors, and they don't do it, a lot of nurses don't do it, but it's the correct way to do it. You need your arm straight out, either way, but it needs to be at heart level, not down. If possible, do it on your left arm because it's nearest your heart. So they're my top tips to start with.
Okay, so I've got a cushion for my arm. I've got my monitor thing plugged into my laptop because I couldn't find any AAA batteries. I've got instructions, so look, little tiny writing, and look how big it is. All of that. And I don't understand it. There should just be this is what you press. Do this, do this, do this. But it doesn't really. So I think, and I've got the comfortable chair thing. You see, I'm going to have high blood pressure by the time I start this.
Okay, let's start. So you need to show me the front of the machine so I can see which one you've got.
This is the one I've got, look. It's just like that. So it's got a start, stop, a mem and a set. And then it's got a thing, and I've put it round my arm.
Right, we'll talk about the cuff first. The cuff needs to be on a bare arm, because if you have material underneath, it causes resistance and can give a false reading. So you need a bare arm, and you need it above the brachial fold. So you're going to put it on your left arm above the crease in your arm.
So there's nothing there, there's no cloth there. I have put it above that. I don't have very big arms, there's not a lot to work with, but yeah, it's not on my fold of my arm, so I think we're sorted.
So put 2 fingers in the brachial fold, so the crease of your arm, put 2 fingers like that, and the cuff wants to be above your index finger, so here, you're going to put it here without your top there. Now should be an arrow on the cuff that will show you where to place the arrow over your brachial artery. So you're going to feel So on the inside of your arm, you put 2 fingers and you'll feel a pulse. You can feel it sometimes there too, but it's not there. You want to be on the inside.
Yeah, there's a little arrow there. At the moment it's pointing right to my elbow. Is that right? Itchy nose. Yes, I can feel that. I feel like I'm doing nursing studies. This is good, isn't it? I've got a pulse. We're all right. Not dead yet.
Right, so on the cuff, make sure your sleeve's up and there's an arrow and it should be pointing to the inner part of your arm. So in the central, but just to the... I can't think of my words now. Just towards your body, okay? Then plug it in to your machine. You're going to hold it. You're going to have a pillow under your arm, and it's going to be straight out at heart level. And it's going to press start. It's going to get really, really tight. Do not move your fingers or anything in your arm because it will get tighter.
Okay, so I've got my cushion. It's quite high because I've got it doubled over, and I'm sitting. The arrow's pointing in the right place. I've got my thing far enough, I think, hopefully. I won't go any further. Press start, I guess.
Repeat the process 3 times, and your last reading, so your third reading, is the reading you need to take note of, because then the machine will have calibrated. If you take the first reading, it's often not right. Second reading, third reading is normally the right one.
Okay, but according to my sheet thing that I've got to fill in for the doctors, it says to do 2 readings every morning and evening. So are you saying to do 6 or just do the last 2, do you think?
Okay, just press start, do it 3 times and tell me what your third reading is.
Okay, I'm pressing start. Oh. It's inflating. Great. Squeezing. Oh. Ow. Now what do I do? I'm watching the numbers go down. Okay, so this one says 119 over 72.
Right, your cuff's too loose. You need to, where that white arrow is, pull it further towards the inner side. So feel for your pulse on your arm. You can feel it nearest your body. It's about 2 centimetres in and you'll feel it. The arrow wants to be over that. So 2 centimetres up.
I can't have it any tighter, it won't move. And ow, it bloody hurts. Ow. Ow. It doesn't hurt this much when the nurse does it. Ow. It's giving me high blood pressure just doing this. Okay, so I've done it 3 times. Bloody hurt. The first time was 119 over 72. Second time was 122 over 69. And the third time it was 120 over 70. So there's not really much difference between the 3. I have no idea what that means.
I'll just carry on talking and wonder if it's there. So your systolic is the highest number, and that's the circulating blood, the pressure it's exerting on your arteries. So that's your highest number, and that needs to be around 120. And then your diastolic is the lowest number, and that's the pressure that it exerts on your arteries between the heartbeat. So at rest, basically when it's resting. So that should be, the new standards are, it should be at 80. So 120/80 is a good blood pressure, but there is variations because people are different. Everybody's an individual. For your first recording, you do 3. So you take your third one for your first recording, and then your second one is just the 4th recording. It's just so that the machine calibrates. So the first reading is your third reading, and your second reading is your 4th reading. Does that make sense? You have a perfect blood pressure, so don't worry. I think you must have had white coat syndrome when you went to the doctors. So, as I say, do it for a week. And it's only the first time you do it. With them machines, you're best to calibrate it. So do it 3 times and take your third reading.
Well, it says evening and, no, morning and afternoon for a week. So I'm going to start it tomorrow, because then I can do it tomorrow morning and afternoon for a week. So that means I've got to take it 4 times in the morning, 4 times in the evening. I'm going to have to put some spare time to one side, aren't I?
It might be that machine, it'll be calibrated easily. So if the first 2 readings are the same, I'd just take the second reading and the third reading. I'd just calibrate it once and just check, because the newer machines might not need calibrating as much, so it might
Thank
just
you
be...
for helping me. I am now going to go downstairs and watch a Christmas film. Chillax. What did Santa say when he stepped in the puddle? There must have been reindeer.